Raindrop, drop top, smoking, no cooking, the hot pot, cooking, fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot.
What is going on, guys? It's your boy Crimson here, and welcome back to another video. Now, I was just scrolling through Reddit, okay, because I've been bored lately. There hasn't been much story. Well, I mean, there has been a lot of stories in regards to certain YouTubers, which I don't think I'm really going to cover yet, because I wanted to get this story out the way. But I was just on Reddit the other day, on a Reddit page known as Am I the Asshole? And I came across a few stories from bad parents, which I just think I am so happy that I've got the parents that I have, even though they're not the best. I mean, not the best parents, but I'm certainly happy that I've got the parents that I have, because these parents on here are just terrible. I mean, they're actually terrible. The way they treat their kids is appalling. And I came across some of the worst stories, because these stories that I've got, I just can't believe some parents actually have this mentality where they actually believe that what they are doing to their children is right, when we all know it's wrong. So, for the first story, let's just get right into it. The first story, it goes like this. Am I the asshole for telling my 9-year-old daughter that I love my girlfriend more than her? Straight away, we've not even started the story, and already this parent has actually told their 9-year-old that he loves his girlfriend more than her. Who tells a child that you love your spouse more than you love them? Imagine having parents like that telling you that they care more about what they want and they care more about their spouse than you. You know, let's just get right into it. I, a 37-year-old male, have a daughter and she's 9. My girlfriend, 38, female, and I have been together for a few years, and she can be quite harsh to my daughter at times, but it's only tough love. She obviously cares about my daughter, and I care about her children as well. See, here's the problem. The reason why some parents might be harsh towards other people's kids, like, say for example, you have a kid already, and you're seeing somebody else, and yet that other individual treats your kid worse than their kid, obviously because they are not the parent of that kid. Maybe that's why they get treated worse. I mean, it's no excuse. I mean, you shouldn't be treating kids badly because they're not your kid. Now, this is a red flag, okay? But anyway, it goes on and it says, but I grew up around my family telling me that the man is supposed to put his wife/spouse before anybody else, and this is how I feel strongly.
Stop it. Get some help.
Straight away, big problem, red flag again. The fact that you are taught that you're supposed to put your wife or your spouse before your own children, that's appalling. This individual had terrible parents. He probably had parents that only cared more about each other than he did about him, which is why he sees it as right. But at the same time, the fact that you believe you should treat your spouse or your wife better than your own children, this tells me that you should not be a parent. It's as simple as that, because when you're a parent, your child comes first before anybody. And the fact that he has a child and still thinks his wife and spouse must come before his own child, his 9-year-old daughter, for me, he shouldn't be a father. There's just some parents who just shouldn't be parents because they're just bad parents. It's just as simple as that. But anyway, it goes on, it says, my daughter knows that I love my girlfriend and I do buy her more gifts and spend more money on her than my daughter. But she does the same with me, and her kids never seem to have an issue with it. I just suspect my daughter is extra sensitive about it. What the fuck? So let me get this right. You spend more money on your spouse and buy more gifts on your spouse than you do your own daughter. I'm speechless. I'm actually speechless. And he actually thinks he's a good father. He's not a good father. He's a terrible father. You put more money into your own spouse, I mean your own girlfriend, over your 9-year-old daughter. I'm sorry, but this guy should have his daughter taken away from him, because he's a shit father. I'm sorry, I'm just gonna have to say it. He's a terrible father. I know I might be repeating myself a bit, but I still cannot wrap my head around that. And he actually thinks that he's a good parent. Do you know what? Like I said, some parents just should not be parents, and this guy is a prime example of that. And another thing, actually, it says here, but she does the same with me and her kids. So she puts more money into him than she does her own kids. And the fact that it says that her kids never seem to have an issue with it, what that tells me is this: she's been that much of a selfish parent that her kids are already used to it. Her kids are already used to the fact that other man will always come first before they do. She should have her kids taken away from her. I'm sorry, this is just appalling. And to say that my daughter is extra sensitive about it, not only did you tell her that you care more about your girlfriend than you do about her, but you buy your girlfriend more gifts and spend more money on her than you do your own daughter. And you have the audacity to say that she might be extra sensitive about it. This is actually pissing me off. I'm getting heated, because it's parents like this that normal people will be happy that they have the parents that they have. No one should have a father like this. The guy's a selfish cunt. I'm gonna have to point that out. Sorry. So on to the issue. My daughter and I were heading home and she asked me, do you love your girlfriend more than me? And it did take me by surprise. It seemed seemed like such an odd question, but I responded with something along the lines of a man is supposed to love his wife more than his children. And for the rest of the ride, my daughter was really quiet. She seemed upset, and I'm wondering if maybe I should have lied and said something different, even though it's how I feel and I didn't want to lie to her. Am I the asshole? Are you fucking serious? You actually responded saying that a man is supposed to love his wife more than his children. You should have your kids taken from you. Like, you should have your kids taken from you. She seemed upset. No shit. You just told her that you love your spouse or your girlfriend more than you love her. How do you think she's gonna react? That's the end of that story. I'm telling you now, these parents are appalling. I hear stories online about these type of parents and it just infuriates me because I feel sorry for this 9-year-old. She's got a father who's so selfish. He doesn't care about her. He really does not care about her. And the girlfriends know better too, because it says that she does the same to her kids and they never have an issue with it. I'm sorry, but I can't even be bothered anymore already. We've got one more story to cover, alright? And then afterwards I'm done because I can't deal with this anymore. I can't believe that parents like this exist. In fact, obviously parents like this are gonna exist. But anyway, on to the next story. I'm speechless. Like, this story, oh, okay, it starts off by saying, am I the asshole for telling my daughter to speak French or leave my house? Are you serious? You're threatening to kick your daughter out the house because she doesn't speak French. You know what I hate about parents? You wanna know what I hate about parents? Is when they say that they do what they do because they love you. That's bullshit, okay? You do not love your children if you proceed to treat them like this. Throw them out for bullshit reasons like this. Or for spending more money on your girlfriend than you do your own daughter. How do you use the defense of saying that it's because I love you? I hate that line so much because it's so overused. But anyway, the story starts off by saying, my grandparents escaped France at the start of World War II. They lived in hiding during the war, and after the war they started life over in America. My French ancestry is very important to me. I speak French and my 4 children speak French. I'm a single dad. 2 of my children are still teens and living with me, and my oldest 2 daughters are staying with me right now until this whole situation ends. My oldest daughter brought her boyfriend with her. My children and I all speak French to each other inside the house. Ever since she brought her boyfriend home, my oldest daughter will not speak French. I will ask her a question in French and she will answer in English. I asked her why, and she says she doesn't want to alienate her boyfriend because everyone would be speaking French except him. I told her that she can speak French or leave. Now my daughter won't talk to me in any language and my other children think I was too harsh. Am I the asshole? Are you serious? Are you actually serious? Speak French or leave. What? You threatened to kick your own daughter out the house because she won't speak French to her own boyfriend. You see what I mean? Who thinks like this? I mean, who threatens to kick their own daughter out their house because they won't speak French? This has to be the dumbest reason for wanting to kick out your child that I've ever heard, ever. I'm speechless. I don't know what to say, but anyway, those are the 2 stories. Imagine having parents like this. I feel so sorry for children who have to deal with parents like these because number 1, they don't care about them at all, in my opinion. Number 2, they're control freaks. And number 3, the lives must be miserable that they have to treat their children in this way. I feel so sorry for these kids that have to deal with these parents because honestly, they're just poor excuses for parents. But anyway, that's it for the video, okay? It's been your boy Crimson, and I'll see you in the next video. I can't be bothered with these stories. I can't believe this. I'm still speechless. Whoa, scratch that, ladies and gentlemen. I've just come across this story that's even worse than the first 2 that I just covered. Now, this one is just cruel, okay? I cannot believe that, again, parents like this is it. I can't even believe that this parent has actually done this to her kid. Now, it doesn't sound bad at first, but trust me, if I'm covering it, it's obviously going to be bad. So let's just get right into it. So it starts off by saying, am I the asshole for deleting my son's Minecraft world? I have 2 children, a 9-year-old son and a 6-year-old daughter. My son had a Minecraft world where he built quite an impressive castle on an island, which he was very proud to show me. Since school was cancelled, he has had issues with waking up on time. He is supposed to wake up at 7 each morning, but for the past month, he has been sleeping in until about 9 or 10. I always set an alarm for him, but he sleeps right through it. I don't wake him up because waking himself up is a skill that he needs to learn. I told him about 2 weeks ago that there was going to be consequences for him if he continues to sleep in every morning. Why are you going to punish him for? If school's out, why does he need to wake up early for? Like, you're just punishing him for no reason. Like, what do you want him to wake up for? He's a 9-year-old boy. But anyway, it continues. At first he understood and was waking up on time every morning, but for the past week or so he has fallen back into old habits. I told him yesterday that this is his final warning. Today he slept in until 11. So I followed through with my warning and went on the computer and and deleted his favourite Minecraft world. I also took away computer privileges for the next month. When I told him, he started screaming and crying. He told me that he spent a whole year working on that world and he's very distraught that he's never going to be able to see it again. He has been crying and sobbing throughout the day and has refused to eat any of his meals. You know what makes this so much worse is that this parent did that to spite him. This parent is so cruel. Why? You know what gets on my nerves is the fact that this parent not only deleted their son's Minecraft world, but also took his computer away from him for the month. And all because what? He won't wake up on time, despite the fact that he has nothing to wake up for. This punishment is just cruel, because what did he do to deserve that? You know what? They could have just taken away his computer, despite the fact that the reasoning behind this punishment is complete bullshit. But they still did it anyway and deleted their son's Minecraft world. What that tells me is that they did that to spite him, and because they knew that that would get to him the most. Which, I'm sorry, that just sums up this video. I mean, listen, imagine having these type of parents that will punish you for no reason whatsoever. I mean, it's disgraceful. All because what? You won't wake up on time. Again, you know what? I'm done. You know what? I can't bother with this video anymore. It's been your boy Crimson, and I'll see you in the next video.